What's a good word, everyone? It's your boy DKB here. I just want to say thanks for all the support. The channel's been steadily growing, and the number you see below, you can drop a text, shoot a voicemail, any ideas, topics, collabs, etc. you guys want to see. I'll include them in future videos and live streams, and I'll catch you again. Be easy. What's a good word, Jets fans? It's your boy DKB here. So we have huge news on the general manager front. Rick Spielman, who's a consultant in tandem with the 33rd team for our New York Jets head coach and GM search, has a brother, Chris Spielman, who is going to be interviewing for the New York Jets general manager position. Now, Chris Spielman has a ton of accolades to his name. He's been overly successful not only in his NFL playing career, he's been very successful in his front office role as well, where he holds the title as special assistant to the president / CEO and chairperson, right? So he's effectively right above the GM, and technically right below like the CEO / president as mentioned, right? So obviously has a ton of responsibilities to his name, and this was first reported by Anthony Rothman, and it looks like it's been confirmed by a few other sources like Jonathan Jones and Rich Samini. Chris Spielman's been credited with being a heavy influence in the hiring of general manager Brad Holmes as well as head coach Dan Campbell, and really being a huge source of change when it comes to the new culture in Detroit, what they're building. You can even take a look at the coordinators that they're hiring. So you also can look at Aaron Glenn, the defensive coordinator, as potentially being a strong pairing with Chris Spielman here for a New York Jets turnaround, which really gets me excited. Now, as mentioned, he does have a ton of accolades, right? Former Lions linebacker picked in the second round. He's their all-time tackle leader. He's had multiple playoff appearances, Pro Bowls, team defensive MVPs, NFC titles. He's done everything for that team except be able to hold up a Super Bowl, and he may just be able to accomplish that this year with the Detroit Lions as the number one seed in the NFC. So you love everything about it. He even has different perspectives from football due to his former broadcasting days on Fox Sports and ESPN. The most interesting piece about this isn't necessarily that he's Rick Spielman's brother either, because I never pegged him as being a potential candidate for this job. He wasn't even on my radar. But you take a look at 2021 when he actually rejoined the Lions franchise, and he wanted nothing to do with the job. He's always considered himself a background guy, which I find very intriguing. He rather just get his work done, doesn't necessarily care about the credits or anything like that. He just wants to excel at his role. He declined the job originally, not just due to wanting to be in the background. From some of the sources I found, it mentioned that he didn't think he had enough front office experience to adequately perform at the job, and now it seems like he may feel like he can be a huge boon to whichever team is able to pick him up. So as far as I know, the Jets are the first team to be able to jump on Chris Spielman as a prospective target, and he might just jump to the front of the pack. I mean, arguably, he may be right up there with your Mike Borgonzis, your Ray Agnew, or again, for you personally, whatever favorite GM you currently are looking at in terms of accolades, maybe not necessarily experience so much, but overall, he's bringing a ton to the table here. And as far as responsibilities, heavily involved in scouting. He even gives some input in terms of linebacker development, and then he's intimately involved in a lot of the business elements, right? You talk about sales, you talk about stadium, etc., etc. So really intrigued, really looking forward to seeing what comes from this interview. And for peace of mind wise, as far as I know, Rick Spielman will be recused from that round of interviews, of course, so that there's no bias in, positively or negatively in whatever happens here. So let me know your thoughts. Detroit Lions fans, if you have more information, please drop it in. Jets fans, if you happen to, or just your thoughts in general, please let me know. And I'll catch you guys again. Peace.